Something happened to you today that has never happened to any soul in recorded spiritual history, not once, not in any lifetime before yours. The financial chains that were forged around your destiny, the invisible shackles that kept abundance locked outside your door. The generational patterns that followed your bloodline for centuries, every single one of them snapped simultaneously at this exact moment. Not loosened, not weakened, completely, irreversibly melted. You didn't pray for it. You didn't perform a ritual. The universe decided on its own that you had endured enough. In 10,000 years of spiritual record-keeping, across every civilization, every sacred text, every divine council ever assembled, there has never been a moment where financial liberation arrived at this speed and at this scale for a single soul. The ancient scrolls describe partial breakthroughs. They describe slow redemptions and earned blessings stretched across decades. But what just happened to you rewrites every known law of cosmic economics. The celestial scribes are documenting this in real time because nothing in their archives even remotely resembles the magnitude of what was just released over your life. 3 weeks ago, you stood at a crossroads that most people would have failed, quietly. There was a moment, and you know exactly which one, where you could have cut a corner, taken the easy path, compromised something small that no one would have noticed. The financial pressure on you was real. The desperation was real. And yet something inside you held the line. That single decision, that one quiet act of integrity when the world wasn't watching, was the key that unlocked the vault that heaven had been holding in reserve specifically for you. Since that moment, forces you cannot see have had their attention, locked on you with extraordinary intensity. Both the divine architects of your destiny and the darker forces that had been profiting from your limitation noticed the shift simultaneously. The dark forces attempted 3 separate interventions to reverse what you had triggered, each one disguised as a minor setback, a delayed payment, an unexpected bill, a relationship friction. What they did not know is that each failed attempt at blocking you only accelerated the divine timetable. You were being watched, and you were passing every single test. There were 5 distinct trials placed in your path over the past several months, and you cleared every one of them. When your income was unstable, you still gave generously. When a dishonest opportunity presented itself, you walked away. When someone tried to pull you into a financial scheme that felt wrong, you trusted your gut and refused. When jealousy could have made you celebrate someone else's failure, you chose to encourage them instead. When you were overlooked and underpaid, you kept showing up with the same quality and the same character. 5 tests, 5 passes. That is an extraordinary record by any celestial standard. In the higher councils, where beings of immense power classify human souls by their readiness for divine overflow, you have been placed into a category that carries a classification most souls never reach in a single lifetime. They call it the rare dangerous ones, those whose integrity under financial pressure becomes so concentrated, so refined, that it generates a frequency powerful enough to rearrange material reality. You are considered dangerous not because you are a threat, but because the level of blessing flowing toward you is about to make every limitation around you permanently obsolete. At the exact moment your financial chains melted, a divine witness event was recorded in the highest realm. God paused the movement of abundance across countless timelines to focus every archangelic authority on your singular point of liberation. Michael, the archangel of divine justice, confirmed that your trials were completed with full integrity. Gabriel, the messenger of Overflow, was given the authorization to begin the transmission. Raphael sealed your financial bloodline against future generational curses. All 3 witnessed what you endured. All 3 agreed that the time had come. From this moment, a decree has been issued that cannot be appealed, reversed, or delayed by any force in any dimension. The decree states that every financial door that was closed against you is now permanently open. Every resource that was rerouted around you is now redirected toward you. Every contract, opportunity, and connection that was being held in reserve until you were ready has now been released simultaneously. The universe has stamped your name on abundance that was already prepared and waiting. The only thing that was missing was the signature, and integrity signed it. You are not who you have been told you are. The version of you that struggled that counted coins, that watched others flourish while standing still, that was never the real you. That was a temporary container assigned to an ancient soul that needed to be tested before being restored to its original power. You are a celestial warrior who agreed before birth to carry generational poverty long enough to break it permanently. You are a chosen vessel whose financial breakthrough is not just personal, it is architectural. Your restoration is the foundation upon which an entire lineage will be rebuilt. Your mission is not simply to become wealthy. That would be too small. An assignment for a soul of your classification. Your mission is to become a living demonstration that integrity produces overflow, that spiritual discipline creates material abundance, and that compassion is not a financial liability but the most powerful investment a human being can make. Every dollar that flows into your life from this point forward carries a frequency that, when you spend it, invest it, or give it, will multiply in the hands of whoever receives it. You are not just receiving a blessing, you are becoming one. The alignment has already begun, and you may not have recognized the signs yet, but look again at the past 72 hours. A conversation that shifted tone unexpectedly, a number that appeared repeatedly, a feeling of unusual calm in the middle of what should have been anxiety. A stranger who said something that sounded strangely specific to your situation. These were not coincidences. These were the early tremors of a financial earthquake that is building beneath the surface of your life, one that will restructure your entire material world within a season. The universe does not send overflow without sending signals first. You will not have to chase the people who are meant to be part of your next chapter. They are already being drawn toward your frequency. There are individuals in your life right now, some you have known for years and some you have not yet met, who are about to wake up to their own calling. When they do, they will look to you instinctively, not because you told them to, not because you marketed yourself to them, but because the energy of your breakthrough carries a gravitational pull that awakens dormant purpose in the people around you. Your overflow will spark their overflow without a single word being spoken. You are not alone in this activation. Across the globe, in cities and villages and quiet apartments and crowded households, there are souls exactly like you who passed exactly the same tests and are receiving exactly the same decree at exactly the same moment. Thousands of them, each one carrying a unique assignment, each one positioned in a different sphere of influence, each one about to experience the same sudden unlocking that you are experiencing right now. You are part of a global network of integrity-tested souls who are being activated simultaneously because the world needs what only people like you can bring. If this message reached something real inside you, that is not an accident. That feeling is confirmation. Drop 777 in the comments right now and declare that your financial chains are broken. Share this with one person who needs to hear that their overflow is coming. Subscribe so that every future activation finds you before it finds anyone else. Stay until the very end of every message because the final moments always carry the deepest frequency. Your breakthrough is not coming. It is already here. All that remains is for you to receive it.